Hello, Patience here. I'm here to briefly talk about the TAPIF program for the teaching assistantship program in France for people who aren't familiar. It is just a little background. It is a program for Americans that want to go teach English abroad in France, more specifically. Now, there are multiple programs where after college or something you can go and teach English abroad, and this one is specifically for people that want to go to France and its territories to teach. Now the program, there's an application, an essay, an application fee if I'm not mistaken, and you apply in January and then you find out in April. If everything works out, you find out in April, and then it goes on from there. For me, I applied in January of this year and I found out April 1st, and you get to pick where you want to go, like what region in France that you want to go to. So for example, I am right now in French Guiana, which is in South America. It's the only country in South America that is still governed by an overseas government. So I picked French Guiana just because I wanted to go to South America, and you most likely will get your first pick. You get three preferences, three choices, let's say, and you get to pick whatever, if it's Paris or Lyon or Strasbourg, whatever city, big cities or small cities there are. From what I've heard, their bigger cities are more competitive just because it's bigger and life is a little bit easier. And if you pick a smaller, city, or, a little rural area or village, it's a lot easier to get in. I'm not quite sure, but for my first choice, I picked Guyane, French Guiana, and for my second choice, I picked the other overseas departments of France. So I was able to get my first choice, which is really exciting, and that's where I am now. I've been here for a week now, and it's been really, really wonderful. It's really, really hot, and the life here is interesting because the population's a mixture of all kinds of people from mainland France, from South America, because French Guiana borders Brazil and Suriname on the other side. So there are people that speak multiple languages, and so when you come to French Guiana, you're gonna experience, a totally different life. It's a lot more slower here than in mainland France, so it's something to get used to. So today, for example, we had our administrative day, like an orientation type of thing, or training, where they talk to us a little bit about what we're here to do and how best to do that. We met, most likely when you come, you will meet your administrative person, which they call a référent or référente if it's a woman, and they will help you with all the paperwork, because once you get here, you have to validate your visa and get the sécurité sociale, which is the health insurance. So you have to get all those things done before you start your job. So the contract will state that you start October 1st until April 30th. It used to be 9 months, but they've changed it, so now it's only 7 months. So from October to April. Another thing is you will be distributed into what they call communes, which are like other regions and other cities, because the school system is a little bit different. They split them up differently here. So you will get, but you don't pick where what city you get to go to. They do that at the Académie de Guyane or Académie de Paris or whatever you're going to. So they will get to decide what school and what level. I think on the application too, they ask what you would prefer to teach, like what level or grade level. I didn't specifically ask for anything. Whatever was, given to me, I was happy with. But I will be teaching, so elementary, primaire, so from ages 6 to 10, and I will be tomorrow, or most likely tomorrow or the next day, I will be traveling to my city, or rather village in my case, of indigenous population, so that's where I'll be teaching. So when I got here, I contacted my référent, my administrative person that is assigned to you from the school to kind of help you along when you get here. So when you get here, they will kind of help you out. They will drive you around, help you, get to know the place a little bit better. So I got here a week ago, like I said, and I haven't started yet because today's the 29th. Tomorrow is the 30th, and the next day is October 1st. That's when I'll start my post. So, but before that, you have to get all the paperwork done and all that stuff, like I stated before. So then now, what is left to do is just to travel to where I'm going. Where to live is also really important. It's one of the main concerns of anyone applying to this program, is where you're gonna live when you get here and everything. So my référent is gonna help me do all that stuff. So you will come along with me on my trip. I'm going to a little village called Trois-Palétuviers, and it is 2.5-hour bus ride from Cayenne. Right now we're in the capital of Cayenne. So what happens is all the assistants that are going to work in Guyane come to the capital, Cayenne, which is 250,000 people estimate, and Cayenne has about 50,000 people. So it's where most people are concentrated, and then there are other cities along the coastline, because Guyana is 80% is forest. It's the Amazon, so it's not habitable by humans. There's no one. So it's along the coastlines that are concentrated, and most people are from mainland France, like I said, and then a mixture of people from the Caribbean and bordering countries as well. So I will be going there either tomorrow or the next day, and I'm going to take you guys along with me for the ride and see how the experience is. So I'm traveling from here on a bus to Saint-Georges, is a town, and then my village is along the river Oyapock, which is bordering Brazil. So I will be getting off in Saint-Georges, and then I will take a pirogue, which is like a canoe with a motor, and I will take that for about an hour and then go to Trois-Palétuviers, which is where I'll be for the next 3 months. So my contract is for 7 months, so I'm not going to be in Trois-Palétuviers for the whole 7 months. I'm only going to be there for half of the time. So October to December I'll be there, and then from January to April, to the end of my contract, I'll be in Cayenne, in a town called Matoury. So that's just a little bit of an overview about what I'm doing here, and I'll try to keep up with the videos and bring you along with the experience, and see if I can record in the school and show you the kids, and I'll update you along the way. So thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.